Hey man, you want some coffee?
Well, now let me tell you why that language is problematic. We should be specific. What exactly do you mean by that? Okay? The concept doesn't have much utility in and of itself. And I don't just mean our interest in diluting it with various amounts of cream and sugar and all that, though that is a factor. But the state of the word, it could mean the finished liquid product that you find at any corner shop, but the word also refers to the physical bean, which wouldn't do either of us much good unless we had a grinder, which we do, okay. Fair enough, but then you would need more than one bean for it to make any impact. So, as you wouldn't call a grain of sand a beach, now you have to ask about how many beans fulfill the original need. Now, perhaps we do deduce that I want liquid coffee, and we agree on the terms when it comes to additional ingredients, and we know how much I want. Well, it turns out if that's the end of the conversation, I'm going to burn my hands. I need a vessel of some kind, a porcelain mug with a witty saying, though it doesn't necessarily have to be porcelain or have a saying at all. Well, now you would say that the cup isn't coffee, but suddenly it's an additional requirement to answer that question in the affirmative. So you see, we have all these additional presuppositions parasitically attached to the original concept, and that concept is now impossible to separate from what it's become.
All right, I'm just going to say you don't need any more.
Okay, but then what is need? Well, that's neoliberalism for you.
Hey man, do you have your portion of the rent? I was going to take it down to the landlord.
Well, now you see, that depends.
On what?
Well, to have rent is just one metaphysical substrate. What do you mean? The physical check? Well, that's just paper. What's the value of that? Or do I have money in the bank? That's even less clear. That's like asking, do I have intuition in my consciousness? Do I have Rent the musical or Rent the movie, which itself has two different contexts? You see, our value systems have a tendency to break down at the slightest scrutiny.
Well, it is the first of the month.
Well, on the Gregorian calendar, perhaps, but that's dismissive of civilizations throughout history that built monoliths tracking the stars and the solstices and the days of high harvest and what have you. You ask them what day it is, they'll give you a completely different answer.
Okay, it's fine. I don't know why you're mad.
So I just don't think that framing is useful in the ontological core of the matter. Do you have rent? Do you have free will? Let's start there. Do you have respect for the time before rent when we were barbarians running through the undergrowth? You're neglecting the stories they told, which became real, which became truth, which became worth far more than the rent or whatever artifice you're hiding behind, I can tell you that. Okay, so that should buy me another week.
Okay, who ate my bread?
Well, now, it's interesting that you say your bread, applying ownership to something that you didn't physically create, much less consume. I think it's a clumsy label, since your relationship to the bread has no intrinsic truth.
I was just going to make a sandwich.
Well, now, a utilitarian would say, what good is the bread sitting there uneaten, waiting for the whim of just one person? And in the grander sense, aren't we all just bread waiting to be consumed by our iniquities?
So you ate it.
Now that is an incredibly complicated question. If you take words at their base meaning, then yes, I made toast with your bread and spread on top of it your artisanal jam, and yes, I've been using your loofah for months.
Wait, what?
But what about the power of myth? Surely stories our ancestors told one another, the visions they saw in the smoke dancing across the stars, is far more useful than the myopic declarations of our petty squabbles. Who ate what? Who owes who? Who needs his friend to crash on the couch for a few weeks?
Your friend can't crash on the couch.
Well, that's the thing. He's already here, just like we've already died or haven't yet been born yet. Depending on what moment in the space-time continuum you arbitrarily put your attention.
Wait, he's already here?
Maybe, maybe not. Like Schrodinger's cat, you won't know if I told him he could sleep in your car until you go look.
God damn it.
While you're out, buy more bread.
Hey man, could you clean the pan a little better after you use it?
I'm just trying to navigate the hierarchical imperative of the request.
Oh my god.
Well, cleanliness is next to godliness, but if cultures outgrow their gods, where does that leave cleanliness?
It just gets crusty.
Well, now, Jung said nothing is dirtier than the disunity of equivocation.
Mr. Clean said there's no clean like Mr. Clean.
Well, good luck scraping grease off the iniquities of your emotional substrata.
What?
Corrosion is a core pillar of consciousness.
Could you define that?
Well, can you define the dynamics of leadership in the book of Exodus?
What is happening?
The pertinent question is why is happening?
You can't just answer me, can you? It's like you're getting paid by the syllable. Do me a favor. Repeat after me. Dirt.
Sediment,
Spreads.
metastasizes,
Making the pan.
augmenting the culinary paraphernalia,
Gross.
into a state of antiseptic malfeasance.
What is happening up there?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
I'm playing Scrabble in my head. Every time I speak, I'm trying to get the biggest score possible.
Holy cow, that actually explains everything.
I'll clean the pan if you don't tell anyone.
Deal.
Ah, don't you mean antecedent negotiation successful? Triple word score.
Did you take out the trash?
Well, I can't even begin to answer that question.
Honey.
Well, take out the trash could mean anything. The intrinsic pilgrimage to slay the demons within us. Achilles triumphed over Hector at the gates of Troy. That qualifies. Well, you could say Jesus took out all of our trash when he bore the cross through the streets of Jerusalem.
Wow.
It's just that clarity is important.
Okay. Did you manifest your primary appendage to hoist our domestically processed debris to the socially agreed domicile boundary for scheduled evacuation?
Oh, yes. Why didn't you just say that?
And you locked the door.
Well, that depends.
Sorry. Did you infiltrate the doorframe with a hardwire alloy to discourage invasion by undesirable entities?
Yes, though safety
Is a fallacy that illuminates our vulnerabilities to a semantic ennui. Yes, I remember.
That's why I love you.
I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. Do you remember what you said when we met?
What, that you satiate my hypothalamus? And while mammalian coupling is juvenile, the designation of romance might be a counterpoint to the screams of our ancestors when bitten by a saber-toothed tiger, which gives the universe balance and therefore has utility?
Mm-hmm. And at our wedding, what were your vows again?
That I promise to manifest adoration at intervals comparable with your necessity for the duration our synapses carry electrical charge? Great, now I can really take out the trash.
How should we begin? Well, what do you mean begin? You think energy has unilateral derivation? Well, only if you broaden the metadata to include union ubiquity. What now? Well, that depends on what you mean by now. Well, what do you mean depends? Well, who is you in this instance? You think you're limited to this instance? Of course not. Time is a bastardization of cosmic arithmetic. This hurts my brain. Me too. It seems we can't agree on terms. Well, I don't agree with that statement. I don't agree it's a statement. This must be how Romulus and Remus felt when they orchestrated the building of Rome. Well, clearly I'm Romulus. No, you're Remus. I'm Cain, you're Abel, you're Brutus to my Antony. Are we stuck? We might be stuck. Uh-oh. Can anyone help dislodge the coarse synaptic latitude on display? Oh, I know. Say your favorite pompous phrase to control a conversation. Ready? Egalitarian malfeasance. Damn. Again. Metaphysical verisimilitude. Nope. Again. Qualitative capriciousness. Didactic frivolity. Ooh, good one. Is this proof that conversations with me are obnoxious and futile? Well, we have built a career around it, so I think it's easier if we just assume we're some sort of god. Deal.